It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Dirty Birds and the Raiders on Monday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Tonight we've got the crew set for what should be a real treat, a great Monday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you from our broadcast perch. And Charles, as we get this thing started, what are you going to be keeping your eye on?
Special teams. Field position is always a big determiner in a ball game. Who sets their offense up for success the best, that team will win the game.
And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And you know how scouts always talk about checking all the boxes? I think this young man does exactly that when you're looking for an NFL quarterback. Proven leader. Teams went 43-6 while he was in college. Has speed, dual threat ability, and the production off the charts while he was in school. And also did a nice job of limiting turnovers. When you put it all together, there's a lot to be excited about for this young quarterback.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Ritter back to throw. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Ritter. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Looking to throw it here, Ritter. Throw out wide is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Ritter. And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. DeAndre Carter back deep. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him do it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it second down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26. A good pickup there, a 22. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing on 2nd down. Here's O'Connell. And he's got his big tight end here. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. Well, this is what you want to see from your rookie quarterback on an opening drive, Charles. He looks cool, he looks calm, he looks collected in marching them down the field.
And, Brandon, I just think the game continues to change and evolve because we're calling these guys rookies. But, you know, they've thrown the football so much at a younger level now, way more so than what we saw when guys came into the league when you and I came through.
And also just the way, in particular to him, Charles, how he handles himself in meetings, just so professional, mature. Looks like he's been in the league 5 years.
Yeah, he cares about the game. He cares about his performance, and it's showing.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's 3rd and 9. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. crossing route, and he's got his man. It's Renfro. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They go power. This is Johnson, the fullback. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Ritter to throw it. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Ritter from the gun. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Malcolm Kuntz able to get him for a loss of about 3. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's O'Connell. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That good for 19 and a first down. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And they go play action here with O'Connell. He finds Mayer here. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
O'Connell looking to throw on first. That's caught by Myers. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Jacobs. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guys in the cornerback position.
Now a 2nd and 6. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, a 15-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Ritter on 1st and 10. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 38-yard line.
2nd down and a yard. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. Short throw caught by Pitts. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
First catch here for London, and also a 1st down.
And this offense has been a little slow to get going, but some signs of life here in this 2nd quarter. They're moving it pretty good, and that helps the cause as well. Good yardage and another 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Ritter off the play fake. Throws right back to London, complete again. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the Raiders' 5-yard line.
Ritter going to keep it. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Desmond Ritter keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Falcons are back within a score.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and his Vegas offense operate. They'll be looking to get in the end zone again, and the touchdown, as you see, last drive on 4 carries. And during the break, we were looking at some of the replays from the previous drive. Really good holes created, great space.
Yeah, I like the observation you had, though, during that break about, okay, they've got to do something to slow down their runners. So is it bringing in more defensive linemen? Is it dropping in extra linebackers? What are you going to do? Personally, I
I'm going to take my safety and drop him into the box. I'm going to have at least 7 in there until he shows that he can beat me through the air.
Yeah.
I've got to slow down the running game.
I was just going to say, you'll take the exposure in the passing game over the top until you can prove that you can stop the running game.
Sometimes you go cold because you haven't thrown it in a while. Let's see if he can heat up again.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
First down throw, O'Connell. That's complete into the hands of Myers. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. The loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. O'Connell working from the gun. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Well, their first sack of the game, and it doesn't come from a usual suspect, not somebody up front, but Charles, a defensive back getting in there.
And I can tell you from experience, he's beyond excited to make that play because you're exactly right. It isn't normal to call his number to run at the quarterback like that. Usually you're defending the pass, but he takes full advantage and dumps him to the turf.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Bud Dupree off the edge and getting to the quarterback.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Fielded at about the 28. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be, huh?
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Ritter back to throw. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. Going to be brought down here in the backfield. Loss loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to it.
Well, you have to think the defense is motivated after the quarterback walked it in for 6 on the last drive. They know he's dangerous with his legs, and it burned him for a touchdown last time. Not letting him run free this time is the goal.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now it's O'Connell. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Fielded at the 33. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. And the Falcons going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Ritter will set up to throw it. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one.
They go with the empty set there. 5 receivers in the formation. Normally, you want to have a running back in to block, but in this case, he's lined up to the right, and he ends up getting the football. A lot of confusion caused defensively, and it turns into a big play.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. Ritter with it after the play fake. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
I don't think it's any state secret to know what they were saying before the start of this drive. Let's go and punch one in the end zone and go into the halftime feeling a heck of a lot better about ourselves. Let's go get this done.
Yeah, tie things up, and then you got a brand new ball game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before break. O'Connell. And incomplete on the deep ball. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, BG, thanks very much. And welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing, O'Connell. And he couldn't get that one to his man. Short of him, it's low and incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To throw here, O'Connell. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Throwing on first down, O'Connell. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6. And O'Connell now to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. Now O'Connell. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Jacoby Myers, 37 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it was all capped off by Jacoby Myers on the touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Time to get another look at Drake London and the Falcons offense. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far, he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now, they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But, boy, he can explode at any moment.
Yeah, and when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
Makes you hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. Shifts by him. And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd down and 6 now. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Can you do any more work or make it more dramatic for not much gain than what we just saw there? Did you see how his toes got down? Tip-tap, got him down. But what did he get out of it?
He sold the sizzle. He just had no steak.
I mean, was it 1 yard?
Yeah, plays like that, you at least expect a 1st down. They're just 1 yard. Ritter from the gun on 3rd down. The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
Tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's 2nd and 3. Now a quick throw out wide to Myers. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. So no gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
All right, partner, I wasn't good enough to get this done, but I played with plenty of guys who did. When they spotted wide receiver screen and they got to the football fast and blew the whole thing up, the same result as we just saw usually happened. No gain.
Throwing on 3rd, O'Connell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun, able to slither by. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
There's so many definitions of a complete back. I think most people think a guy who can block, a guy who can catch, and a guy who can run. But how about when you put it all together as a runner and you can fake people out, you can be shifty, and also run with some power and break tackles, as we just saw on that pickup.
Here's O'Connell. He's got Hooper on the short connection. Now what a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the short catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. David Onyemata there on the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, O'Connell. And it's complete to Adams. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams, 47 yards. And the Raiders are able to widen their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So that drive 7 plays in length. And Davante Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception. Touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Atlanta now coming out on the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
From the 29, here's 2nd and 2. Robinson up the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going play action. Ritter. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Out of bounds at the 40-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard. They'll give it to Patterson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Ritter now on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Back to throw, Ritter. Out route to Jefferson, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your play? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 4. Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. On the counter, this is Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield, and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's Ritter. Oh, and that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. Off the play fake. O'Connell. He hits Adams complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 26 and a first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now it's O'Connell. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Here's a 2nd down and 7 from the 37. Ritter now. Wide open receiver complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 53 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Ritter from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement Sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Ritter to throw it. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. Robinson. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game, could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Now a 2nd and 2. O'Connell now off the bootleg. Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And that is incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, O'Connell. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their 38. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Short throw caught by Pitts. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
A throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown, Falcons! Drake London with his second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just one score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Third and 10. Expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now O'Connell. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So now Ritter and the Falcons down 28-21. A little under 1:50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. Ritter. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Here's Ritter. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, they've got 1 chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now as to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
This was, and the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what real estate people tell us all the time, it's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. Celebration time tonight on the Strip as we say so long from Las Vegas.